So again, we're looking at the slide right now, and the slide is showing us an equation. And the equation says failure equates to opportunity to learn, equates to better version of you. Ano nga ba ang interpretasyon nyo dito sa equation nito? So I want one participant to share. Ano ang understanding niya doon sa equation na nakikita natin sa screen? Can I see, I'm gonna choose one here. Bodge, I want to hear from you. Again, there's no right or wrong here, bro. Again, it's a matter of perspective. I want to hear your perspective. Failure equates to opportunity to learn, equates to better version of you. What do you think, Bodge?
So that makes you a better version of you by studying more.
Mm-hmm.
Yun.
Very good. Right? So, hindi ka nagpatalo dun sa failure na yun, right? You attempted to hit another run, right? And then you succeed, right? It's actually very simple. It's very straightforward. You know, what's kind of interesting kasi about, and again, Borj, thank you for sharing, kind of interesting about failure. You know what? I agree. I guess you all will agree with me when I say na lahat tayo ayaw ng failure, right? We will exert all efforts just to make sure that we achieve success and not fail, right? But the thing is, failure is constant. It's continuous. You'll fail tomorrow, you'll fail a month from now. Hindi mo maaalis yan eh. Failure talaga nandyan yan, right? But the thing is, and the sad reality is, and this is what I've observed, is that people use failure as a way to degrade themselves. Don't you agree? A way for them to tell themselves na, wait, teka lang, hanggang dito ka lang. Right? So, this equation actually should be the key into understanding ano nga ba talaga yung failure. Kasi when you say failure, it's not a bad thing. Right? The equation tells us that failure is your opportunity to learn. Hindi ka dapat pinanghihinaan pag nagpifail ka because ginagawa mo itong batayan para mabago yung sarili mo into becoming the better version of you. We should look failure as an opportunity for us to better ourselves. Do you agree, guys? Very informal tong session natin, ha? If you want to butt in, if you want to share your opinions, by all means. So let me share to you the story of this girl right here. I'm not going to mention her name. I just want you to hear her story, okay? I think she's at the age of 40 to 45, around that age, right? Pero pag tinitingnan ko siya, hindi ko makita yung energy. Parang ang bigat ng dinadala niya. Pero nandun siya sa harapan namin, nandun siya sa klase ko, and again, hindi ko makita yung enerhiya niya. 40 to 45 years old na siya. Right? Pagdating sa pagtatype, hindi siya ganun kabilis at ang bigat pa kapag tinitingnan mo siya. Kaso, habang tumatagal yung session namin, so first day, ganun yung interpretasyon namin sa kanya, second day, third day, fourth day, habang tumatagal, nakikilala namin siya. And you know what? Habang tumatagal, nagsishare siya. Alam niyo ba kung anong share niya? So that was around November, I think November or December, Camille or Marvy, if you can recall this, right? Of that year, 2017. Paikliin ko yung share niya. Sabi niya, April of 2017, meron siyang dalawang anak. I think the eldest is 15 years old and the youngest is, I guess, like 6 to 7, right? 2017, April of that year, nagkaroon siya ng problema. At ang problemang yun, namatay yung panganay. Ang laking dagok nun, di ba? Imagine, she's with us around November and December at nangyari yon April of that year, right? So, naiintindihan namin gaano kabigat yung dinadala niya. And you know what? Nagsishare pa siya sa amin. So, as we move along, right, as the day goes by, nag-share ulit siya sa amin. April of that year as well, namatay yung bunso. At that year as well, that month as well, iniwan siya nung asawa niya. So, can you process that for a little while? Right? So, imagine niyo itong babaeng itong tinitingnan ko sa klaseng yun, kaya pala ang bigat ng dinadala niya. Kasi ang bigat na nangyari sa kanya. Pero bakit siya nandoon? Right? Even though hindi niya alam kung anong ginagawa niya at first. In fact, alam ko sa mga coaching session namin back then, ang sabi niya sa akin, and I can't recall the exact word, pero ang punto niya, tinrabaho niya for 15 years ang trabahong alam niyang gawin, and that is to become the best mother that she could be. At nawala lahat. It brings me chills up to this point pag naalala ko yon. At ito siya ngayon trying to save herself amidst all those failures, right? Akala niya pabigat siya sa klase, right? Pero you know what? Yung mga comment ng mga katrabaho niya, yung mga kabatch niya, yung mga ka-wave niya, laging sinasabi sa akin, you know what, Roy, siya yung inspirasyon namin. Sa mata niya, pabigat siya. Sa mata niya, lagi siyang humihingi ng tulong. Pero sa mata namin, siya ang rason kung bakit kami nagpupursige. That is the power of sharing, guys. Right? Shinare niya yung buhay niya sa amin without her knowing na by doing that, ang laking na na-contribute niya sa amin. And I expect you guys to share as well. And ang ganda ng mentalidad niya. She may not have that skill at that point, but she has the right mentality. Failure is an opportunity for her to become the better version of herself. Do you agree? All right. At this point in time, and Dean, I would like to ask for your help if in case na hindi malakas yung audio, please give me a feedback kung hindi nyo marinig. So it's all about failure pa rin, no? I want you guys to watch this film or this clip right here. Okay? Let me start. Uy, mali. Okay ba kayo dyan, guys?
Training fleas. And when these fleas reproduce, their offspring will automatically follow their example.
All right. Napanood niyo yung video? Naintindihan? Ano yung natutunan ninyo sa video na yun? Do I need to call someone? Let's say Kaloy. Tell Carlo. Takeaways.
Yes, hi. Good afternoon, everyone. So I guess my learning from that is, as you can see from the video, parang it's routine na rin eh. Parang yun na yung nakasanayan. So from the parent to the offspring, or kung ano na kung sa mga anak, it's a cycle. So in order for you to get out of your comfort zone, don't be afraid to fail. I mean, if you wanted to achieve greater heights, you have to encounter failure along the way, which will make you smarter, stronger, and even give you more success in what you're trying to achieve. So, yun lang. Trying to escape out of the comfort zone, I guess, yun yung natutunan ko dun sa short clip.
Let's see another participant then. Dean, can you pick one participant that we could hear an opinion?
Oh, all right.
I'd like to hear from my cousin, Hazel Karen Dulay.
Hazel, what about your takeaway?
Hi. My takeaway is that for every no that you get in life, it's not a rejection. It's not a necessarily rejection, but it's a redirection to something better and something that's meant for you. So like the fleas in the jar, they've become accustomed. They've become accustomed to the closed jar. So ayun, parang tayo, kung may mga failures sa life natin, hindi dapat tayo maging accustomed to that, but rather change our perspective na is a redirection to something new. Yun lang.
Very good. I think all of you guys have the same opinion. I mean, maganda yan, no? Ito yung mga sinishare natin. But let me share to you my takeaway dito sa clip na to. I have 3 actually. So let me go to each one. Okay. One fact, and I guess all of you guys will agree, we are born with potentials far beyond that what we could, expect from ourselves, right? Katulad din ng mga fleas yan, they could actually jump 100 times their body height. So that means, kung walang takip, right, ang dali nilang makalabas doon sa jar nila. So imagine yourself, right, sabihin na natin siguro fresh graduate, or maybe you're trying to achieve something and you know in yourself that you can do it. Kaso, milid, at that point in your life, hindi kayo nakalabas not because of you, right? Maybe because it's not yet time, kasi nga may lead. Imagine yourself in that situation. I know you have that situation as well, right? Have you experienced that situation na kung saan binigay mo lahat, pero hindi ka makalabas, na-disappoint ka kasi nauntog ka, at nung nauntog ka, nasaktan ka, just like those please right there? Thumbs up if you have that situations. Can you recall? Right? Good. Yung takip na yan, guys, that is not permanent. Right? Hindi porket nasaktan ka, ibig sabihin tatalon ka na lang para makaraos. Right? You need to make sure that you're ready. Ready, pagdating ng panahon na wala na yung takip, handa kang makalabas. Believe na hanggang dyan ka lang. You know what? Again, this is my opinion, guys. You do have your opinions as well. I'm just sharing my opinion. You know what? I don't believe in the saying na sa buhay dapat makontento ka. I mean, that is not wrong, right? I just don't believe in it. You know why? Kasi pag nakontento ka, the meaning behind contentment is you stop. At tanong ko kung if you stop, ano pang saysay at babangon ka, right? I guess the best way to the better word to replace contentment, if you're saying is in life you need to be contented, I think you need to replace contentment to appreciation. In life, you need to appreciate life actually. Because appreciation gives you an opportunity or the patience to appreciate what you have right now and be happy, but never stop achieving and looking upstairs and see if you can do more or you can become more. Do you agree, guys? Always make sure that inside you, you still have this belief that kung may lead man at kung meron man, hindi yan permanente, right? It's temporary, right? At ang masakit na kwento dun sa video na yon, if you can recall, at yung pinaka-ending na sinabi niya, yung mentalidad ng mga parents nila, right? Hanggang sa mga anak nila, dadalhin nila yon. I guess that is the greatest takeaway na pwede natin matutunan dun sa video. Kung lalaban ka hanggang sa huli, right? And we're talking about life here, right? Lalaban ka hanggang sa huli kasi kung meron man ka mang ipamamana sa mga taong nagmamahal sa'yo, is yung kapag tinignan ka nila isang araw at pag wala ka na, you still have the opportunity to inspire them and say to themselves na kung kaya niya, kaya ko. Do you guys agree? If you have a different opinion, exert an effort. Type it doon sa chat room. Someone can read that and you can touch a life, right? By just investing time into creating that statement, no? That would help people na maybe hindi mo nga kilala eh. This is the part that I would really love for us to have a breakout session. So, anong i-share natin? Napansin niyo ba kung ano yung nasa slide? Congrats, you have failed. So, give me, yung kaya niyo lang i-share, isang instant sa buhay ninyo na kung saan nag-fail ka pero hindi ka sumuko at dahil doon, hindi mo pinagsisihan at ikaw ay ikaw ngayon dahil sa nangyaring yun. Naintindihan ba? Thumbs up if you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. Very good. Dean, our first participant that would share his story. Any volunteer? I volunteer. Charlie.
Ay, si Charlie pala daw.
Charlie, please.
Let me turn on my video. Hey guys, so this is a really good slide. So an example where you failed, no? That's and how we overcame it is essentially, in a way, not sure what you want to do in your life, right? So I was at that point. I didn't have any savings. Diba? Wala talaga ang plano nun. So after a few months of doing that, 2, 3, 4 months of doing that, I realized I had to do something. So with and I have money, so I borrowed 100 pesos from my brother. 14 years in the industry, and I still remember my 100 peso story because I realized that I had to that I failed, and I succumbed to it, and I said I'm gonna do something, and that's the start of my BPO career.
Thank you, Charlie, for sharing. Um, we want to hear more. This time from Christine.
Right? But the most impacting failure, something that I would never ever forget, is when, and I guess everybody goes through this, when you fail an application, when you are applying for a higher post and you fail it, right? Sometimes it's very unforgettable for you, right? So applying and taking the opportunity, I never thought that I would really get it because I failed the STL role or application. So there, maybe they saw something when I failed, because when I failed, I didn't use that as a hindrance for me to still perform and to still give the best results. After all, I'm here for my teammates, not as a team leader or an STL or an OM, but I'm here as their support and their leader, and whatever role I will have, the amount of support that I will give would never change. Parang that was my mentality back then.
Very
So
good.
there.
Bigla ko
Thank you.
naalala, thank you, Christina. Bigla ko naalala, no? I forgot what book it is, pero tumpak na tumpak yung pagkasabi. Sabi nila, no one cares how much you know unless they know how much you care, right? It's all about the intention. No one will listen to you because you're smart. They will listen to you because they know you care, right? So for as long as you have good intentions, you'll succeed in life, right? Um, I'm looking at the time right now. We might extend. I don't know if we're allowed to extend this session beyond 6 p.m. Right? But I do want to hear from several people. But I have a list here created by Dean. So I think Cass, uh, Sam, and Mark, Joms, uh, in that order. All right, so I see a lot of, I think those are messages on the screen. Thank you for using annotation, right? Even though I haven't required you to do that. So this is perfect, right? So everyone can see you're sharing. So since we don't have any time, I do hope we do have another session just like this one, because I think it's kind of therapeutic for us to listen to each other's story. No, lalo na ngayon at nakakulong tayo sa kanya-kanyang bahay. No, we want someone to someone that will listen to us, right? Or to hear someone share, right? So let's move forward. Again, I do apologize for those people na intended na mag-share pa kaso we don't have the time. Now, so I'm gonna explain this the fastest way I can. This next topic is kind of hard to explain, but I'll try my best to explain it, right? Because we have limited time. And sabi, your life is essentially a printout of your subconscious program. And sabi dito, that is who you are. So that operates 95% of the time. The remaining 5%, ang sabi dito, is your ability to experience and learn through your conscious state. All right? So bakit ko binigay itong presentation na to at bakit ko gustong talakayin ito? To make it simpler, imagine yourself, who you are right now is 100% you. Agree? Right? Your mannerisms, your habits, the way you think, physical, emotional, everything. You are you because you are you 100%, right? But you can actually divide that into two. Yourself is composed of your subconscious. That is 95% of yourself, right? 5% of yourself is your conscious state. 5% is your conscious state. So meaning, kung ano ka ngayon, for example, I'm gonna give you an example, right? Kung ako ay kung kuwari ako si Roy, right? Automatic nagigising ako. This is just one example, guys, right? I want you to visualize another example on your head. Kung ako nagigising ako ng, let's say, 9:00, that is my subconscious self. That is 95% of me saying to myself, gumising ka ng 9:00. I don't need any device, right? I don't need someone to wake me up. automatic yun, magigising ako alas 9 kasi subconsciously, automatic yun sa akin. Naintindihan nyo guys? Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say here? Right? Now, kapag nagkaroon ako ng trabaho, sabihin na natin need to wake up 7 because ang klase ko 9. Right? It's very hard for me to change that because that is 95% of who I am. Subconscious yun. Automatic yun. Are you guys getting my point? But you still have that 5%. Ano yung 5% na yun? That is your conscious state. Meaning, kung alam mo ito yung tamang gawin, medyo mahirap baguhin ang sarili. Kasi nga, 5% lang yun. Kasi conscious ka. Your conscious state is just 5% of you. Right? So meaning, in order for you to change your 95%, you need to do it repetitively. It should be habitual. Am I making any sense here, guys? Right? So for example, kanina, gusto mong maging TL ka mo. Kung nagustuhan mo yung position ngayon, hindi automatic magiging TL ka bukas. Because first off, you need to know the qualities needed for that position and adjust yourself to fit that quality. And you cannot do it in a day. You need to do it every day until ma-program mo siya sa subconscious mo at ang maging ikaw yon. Am I making any sense? Right? So this is one fun fact, right? So again, remember, if you want to adjust who you are to fit what you want to become, it's hard, but it's doable. You can achieve that by doing it repeatedly. Making sense? Thumbs up if I'm making sense? Very good. So again, another explanation between the two, conscious behavior is a type of behavior that is conscious, of course. You're aware of it. It is an action you do from what you really wanted to do. Subconscious is doing anything without thinking. Ikaw na to eh, right? Again, consciously, if you want to become someone that you're not as of this moment, you need to really work hard and program that subconscious, right? At pag ginawa mo to araw-araw, every day, hindi mo mamamalayan, ikaw na pala, yung gusto mong maging. Am I making any sense here? Very good. Let's move forward. Again, this is another statement that I love. That's the reason why I included it on the slide. It says here, the things that work for you and that comes to you and the things that you want comes to you because you have programs in your subconscious that encourage them to be there, right? But anything you struggle with, anything that you have to work hard at, anything you put an effort to, you're doing it or you're doing that because you're trying to overcome a program of limitations, right? That is your 95%. At ano yung program na yon? All you need to do is to look at your life, right? Hindi rin ako nga pala naniniwala sa ito ako eh. Ito lang ako eh. You can become anybody that you would like to become. You just need to make an effort, right? And do it every day. Making sense? Passion is what really gets you going. Passion is what fuels you. Tama naman mga yan, pero I think mas tama ito. To live life full of meaning and value, you don't follow your passion. You let your passion follow you. Making sense? For example, if you're working for our account, you don't need to view it as work. You need to view it as a thing that will allow you to create an impact to the community. And that is being passionate into doing what you do, right? You don't view it as work, right? Kapag binigyan mo ng konting passion, and you have control to this, magagawa mo to ng mas higit pa sa inaasahan mo because you're passionate. Again, you do not follow your passion. You need to let your passion follow you. Making sense? All right. So you are in control, guys. Right? Eh, dinipine ko yung passion, di ba? I-define naman natin siya scientifically. Right? I'm over time na by 7 minutes, but are you guys still okay? Is it okay for me to still continue? I still have 3 more slides. All right. Very good.
Just to let you know, Roy, sorry to interrupt. Just so you know, the Wave 1 teammates will have their lunch by 6:15.
6:15. I can, yeah. So let's try to finish it in 6:15. Okay. Again, I do apologize if we run out of time. I do hope we have another opportunity to have this kind of session, right? So let me continue. Okay. If you see on the slide, you can see there dopamine. You know what dopamine is? It's already explained in the slide, right? So it is a chemical that allows us to feel good. Merong akong realization na nakita when I do a research kasi. Ang dopamine intake pala natin dalawa, right? By creation and by consumption, right? Let me show you examples. Kapag tinitake mo yung dopamine by creation, ganito yung ginagawa mo. Jose Rizal created a liberating novels, right? Doon tayo sa pinakababa, yung kaya natin makarelate. Si Roy, no, nag-create ng love letter sa asawa niya para hindi siya masermonan. Right? Si Roy nagluto, right? If it makes you feel good, that is you taking dopamine by creation, right? Pero merong isang paraan ng pag-intake ng dopamine kaso medyo negatibo ang effect by consumption naman, right? So when you take dopamine by consumption, ganito daw yung ginagawa mo, right? Roy watching TV, it makes you feel good, but after that, you're consuming, and after that, wala na yung feeling eh. Ang tatanong mo sa sarili mo, what's next? Anong naiambag niyan sa sarili ko? Roy eating instant food or eating in general, right? Kung kinain ko yung pagkain at nasarapan ako, that is me having that dopamine that makes me feel good. Pero after that, right? So ang pinupunto natin dito, you want to intake dopamine by creating something. Kasi kapag nag-create ka at you feel happy, for example, kumakain ka, nasasarapan ka, why not learn how to cook? Pagkatapos mong kainin, masarap, and then after that, you still feel good kasi you add something, some value into you. Am I making sense? Right? So we need guys to reflect on how we intake dopamine. Kapag ako ba'y nasa Facebook, umaandar ang 10 oras at pagkatapos ay gabi na pala, that is me consuming. Pero nag-add ba ako ng value? I don't think so. Right? So you do that self-reflection and tell yourself, if I'm intaking dopamine, am I doing it by creation or by a consumption? Am I making sense? All right. So again, creation is good. Consumption, not that good. Right? So, let's end our session by watching this video, right? Sa isang oras, lampas isang oras na nag-uusap tayo, again, lagi ko sinasabi, the goal here is for you to find a way to improve yourself and become the better version of you. Let this last video inspire you on how to do it, okay? Enjoy.
I can do it if anybody's ever done it at any point in time in history, then what's possible for one, it's possible for me, and I'm going to do it. And if you do that over and over and over again, your life will be easy.
All right, guys, that's it. Palakpakan nyo naman yung mga sarili ninyo. All right, thank you for attending this session. I do hope we do have more sessions such as this one. And again, guys, thank you for your time. And see you all sa susunod nating session. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Roy. Good job.
Thanks, Roy.
Thanks, Roy. Bye. Good job.
Thank you,
Bye.
Roy.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for
Bye.
joining. Go ahead and enjoy your